one of the things I really like about this document is that it's short and manageable. And the plan is that we're going to try and keep it short and manageable. We've had strategic plans in the past that are like just slightly shorter than the Bible. And I think the problem is then when you try to do everything for all people, you end up ultimately not doing anything. So the idea is to hopefully keep it a really refined document where you know and the community knows and we all know exactly what you expect of us and where we are going forward.
Engagement. I don't think that. That to me was more
saying maybe we should boost Fremantle's economic significance because it seemed to be declining because of food shops that went out, etc., etc. I'm not sure what I think about that.
Yeah, I mean really you've got the university and the hospital as, you know, the big employers. But otherwise you're limited to
Busking,
Yes. And it doesn't really
specifically beyond just nice words.
no corridor development.
No, I mean, corridor development is fine, just no use design to promote pedestrian.
The exchange of ideas. I think people are learning from each other and what some of their fears are and trying to find solutions to those fears. I think that will help people embrace some of the new ways of thinking. Well, I think some people were concerned more about building height and the sort of reactions to the density hangover we had from the way it was done in the 70s and 80s. But when we started talking about what density could do in terms of improving community vibrancy, have better design, have more people on the street and activating spaces, it starts being thought of as a solution instead of a problem.
I mean, everyone agrees we want Fremantle to be a significant place that builds on its character and its culture and is economically vibrant. We all agree on that. I guess the real detail is the next level, which is how you do it and where and exactly what you do. And you can't put that in a vision statement without making it a paragraph long. But even in this document, it actually clearly says these are the actions and this is how we'll measure it and these are the targets that we're going to reach in the next 5 years. So if we do those things, it is it's a very strong and different direction to what we've probably done for the last 10 years. So it is reasonably radical.
And what about that table that said they wanted to have a vision that comes from the community, not from you or the council?
I guess then I come back to the thing, how do you do that? I mean, the reality is that elected members are elected by the community to try and capture their vision. That's what our job is. And then we bring that back to them and say, does this capture what you hope we would do? So that's exactly the process we're doing. You can't get 26,000 people together to write a vision.
The whole purpose of having elected representatives is they represent your interests. And so, I mean, in many respects, they've actually already had that discussion through the election process. You know, the new councillors were elected on a platform to do certain things. So that community discussion has already occurred through the election process.
And in fact, Linda, what was a really good process which the councillors and I did, we went back through all of our election promises and thought, how do the things that we went to the community saying, this is what we would do if you're elected, how are they then represented here? And they are. And for me, there's nothing that I said I would in the election that I said I would do that isn't here already. Word of inspiration from those guys. Riding up to a street.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Andrew?